let's say, well, I guess, okay, all right. I'm mic checking here live. Fuck it, I'm doing it live. Here's the mic check of my voice. Yeah, that's about where I want PC audio to be, I think. Anyway, hey, how's it going? Let's play Sekiro. Let us continue this wonderful video game yet again. Where were we? Senpo Temple. I can't hear this game at all. Oh, I have it turned down. There we go. Alright, so we are at this part of Senpo Temple. Yeah, that makes sense. So, let's get going. Let's hit this. Oops. And just, let's just waste no time. How's it going, everybody? It's Sunday. I've been talking about my vacation, and, you know, you could say that today is the first day of my... Or you could... What day is it? Is it Sunday? It's Sunday. So you could say that yesterday was the first day of my vacation, being that it was my first day off work. However, whether I was on vacation or not, I would have had yesterday and today off. So if you ask me, tomorrow is the first day of my vacation. But anyway, it's the Christmas season. We're getting in the Christmas spirit. I went out yesterday with my brother and got pretty much all of my Christmas shopping done. But then I was reminded by my mother that there's like a white elephant thing that's happening that I needed a gift for. So today I had to go out and get that. On top of also... Can I get this guy? No. On top of also... just finding another thing or two, you know, that I wanted to get for people. A shoe. That ended up taking a while today. And then tomorrow, we gotta go wrap those motherfuckers. We gotta go wrap those moths. So, yeah. And then the day after that, we've got actual... Christmas party time happening, so lots of holiday season stuff happening for this week, and then I imagine that, you know, that's all gonna slow down. And then hopefully, you know, after kind of for the latter part of this week, after that stuff is over with, and then the entire following week, I'll be able to get some good, hard streaming in. Yes! Because, yeah, we're going to for sure... beat this game. I mean, that's a given. We're gonna finish this new playthrough of this game, and then I would like to also wrap up Final Fantasy IX, and that'll completely open us up for whatever it is that we want to do. And what it is that I want to do, I might want to pick up a PS1. Which, man, I gotta order the cable for it. I need a new RGB cable if I'm gonna play PS1. But I need to do that, so I'll do that, right? Get a new RGB cable. And, play Alundra. I found out a couple things. So it turns out that I don't need a new PS2. That video problem I was having with the PS2 cutting out, that was actually an OSSC problem. The OSSC gets very confused when the PS2 changes resolutions. There might be a way around it, but it appears to be a pretty bad issue for now. But what I found out is I just have to use component cables. I just don't do RGB on the PS2. Just use component cables, and it runs fine. Component cables, actually, so it is an OSSC problem, because if I switch out the RGB to component, the OSSC still freaks out. The difference is that my capture card can just take in component. It can't really take in RGB, at least not through a SCART cable. I have to convert it to HDMI for that. So for PS2, we just switched over to component cable, put it directly into the capture card, and then that's fine. Because the thing, like what the OSSC really does is it upscales, right? And the thing is, I don't even use the upscaling on the PS2 because I don't think it looks very good. I really don't like the way that the OSSC does deinterlacing. I realize that it does it in a zero lag way, but if I'm really concerned about lag, then I'll just be playing on my PVM anyway. So what was I getting at? Oh yeah. So when I'm playing on the HDTV, I don't need to upscale it. I would rather just super simply just pass it through. I was just using pass-through on the OSSC just to convert it to HDMI. So I'm not really losing much by going straight into the capture card. The only thing is a convenience thing. It means that I have to go into my capture card and change it to component mode when I want to use when I want to play PS2, which I have to do for PS3 also. Anyway. That was a very good time to have our posture broken. Got him. Yeah, he broke our posture at like the end of his combo, which is ideal. All right. Got him. And there we go. But yeah, having to actually go into my capture card and change the setting to component is, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but it sure is nice when I don't have to do that. But yeah, at least it solves the PS2 issue. Because I don't know if any of you were around for Kuon when the video cut out as the ending cinematic started, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is a disaster. Whoa, look at them God rays. That looks good. Oh, hey. Whoa, hey there. Oh, right, this is Dogtown. Whoops. But we are the Lord of Dogtown. Little do they know. Whoa! That kind of freaked me out. That was just a dude after me. Alright. So we're going, we're rocking and rolling. Up this way. You know, I always come back here and defeat all the guys with the Mortal Blade once I get the Mortal Blade, but I don't think we need to do that. We just need to grab the treasures right now. And we will be just fine. Don't forget this one. And by grab the treasures, I mean we need to explore this little area. Get this guy. I think there's more, right? Or do we really just jump down at this guy? I didn't get the mid-air death blow for that? I kind of want to call shenanigans on that. Oh. Talk about shenanigans. I gotta say, the revive mechanic in this game is very forgiving. I've been watching Popo play Demon Souls, and it's weird to think, like, man, if he gets hit another time, he's just dead. Fucking shadows don't die twice in that game. It's nuts. I want this guy to hit me with something I can Mikiri. Man, this stupid staff guy. He let me parry him all the way down to almost dead, and then just revived all of it. Oh my god, I'm getting stuck on stuff. That, oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Just give me one more stupid attack. There we go. There we go. Oh my god, the grab. That didn't do like any damage though for some reason. Oh, but that did. What the fuck? I guess this guy is sugared, isn't he? Man, that was way harder than it needed to be. I'm not wearing headphones, though. And, you know, usually lately I've been wearing headphones in every game that I've played. I'm starting to think... Oh, shit, wait a second. Does that make this way easier? It does! Luring those guys out... lets me just sneak behind that guy. Anyway, yeah, I've been always using headphones lately when I play games, and now when I don't play, or when I'm not using headphones, I feel like I just basically can't hear the game. Which is kind of a big deal for me, because I actually use audio cues a lot. But I might just have this game... Maybe I just have it quiet today. Who knows? Because I'm thinking about, like... Speaking of audio cues, I'm thinking about, like, playing Mario, you know. On my other TV. And I never wear headphones when I'm playing a retro game. But, I don't seem to have any issue there. Oh, dude. I just rocked these guys' world. And this guy too now? Woo, damn. Thing down here. Alright, so we've been here. I just kind of did the little thing. Here's the guys with the birdies. The explosive birdies are still funny, by the way. Man, my throat is feeling a little tickly. You know what I mean? Better not be getting sick at the start of my vacation. That's all I have to say about that. Oh. Alright. So why do I feel like I had Puppeteer last time when I was here? Because I came back? That's why. Damn. I refuse to believe that I'm getting sick. Despite all of the extra holiday shopping. I should have been a scared weirdo. I should have done all my holiday shopping with my brother, like I did, and then refused to go outside for the rest of the year. You know? Like a weirdo. Because now, having not done that, I'm going to get sick. And it's going to be all because I went outside a second time. Man, there's another guy coming over here. I guess I'll open this for now, then. No. No. I didn't realize that opening the door was going to take 30 seconds. But okay, fine. It's a FromSoft game. You're supposed to just hit open door and then load your file. Where are the other guys? Are they down here? No? So this guy, once he turns not yellow arrow, he's gonna actually turn his ass around. Why did he do that? Oh, God. Why aren't I... Ugh. Fuck. I really want to get an anti-air death blow on these guys, but didn't we find out that you, like, can't do it last time? I feel like I spent a bunch of time fighting one of these guys on my last playthrough. I hate that I just can't fucking hit these guys. They just block everything. I'll do this, though, and get a bunch of free posture damage on them. That's fine. Well, I guess that's the end of that fight. Alright, so then... give me another one of these. The funny thing is he was almost dead because of his weird AI there. But yeah, this enemy I don't really get. This is one of those enemies where I've fought a bunch of them and I just do not understand these guys. God, that comes out fast. What? Pray tell, how on earth was I supposed to defend from that? He just hit me out of nowhere. He just put his sword down and hit me. Alright. Again, that enemy type, I don't understand. We did the thing before where I was trying to anti-air death blow one of them, which made me I thought it made me a lot less afraid of them, because, like, I just sat there, like, dancing with one of them for 20 minutes, you know? But now that little experience I just had kind of reset me back to where I was before. This bug puker, like, skid over to me. Oh, because they revive. I actually forgot that these guys come back to life. Alright. So now we can sit here and rest and all that. Come over this way. I don't think there's even anything over here to get. Yeah, there's not a treasure over there, but there is back here. Okay, so we came here early, as always. You know, like, I could see the idea of waiting until you can get the Mortal Blade to come here. But I don't know, I just always come here right away for some reason. I just like to. I mean, here's this guy. I mean, we do get this, so that's cool. Can you kill this guy? Didn't think so. Alright, and there we have it. So, any other passive abilities that I want? There are the more powerful medicine abilities. Was I saying that I wasn't going to get those this time? No, I was saying I wasn't going to get the better healing abilities. I'm not going to get those this time. Do I want either of these? Yeah, I do like this one. Sort of. I don't know if I need it. I think I would rather get the better healing abilities. Alright. So, now that we've done that... Oh, it's time to go and finish this place out. Over here. So even though we can't get the Mortal Blade yet, we can still come this way. It always takes me by surprise that there's a dude in here for some reason right there. Because, like, I know there's going to be these guys. Okay. I do legitimately always forget which way to go here, though. Like, do we go up? Or was I supposed to go down? I was probably supposed to go down. It looks like it. Like, it's more intuitive to go down, of course. You know, you're digging deeper. But, like, for some reason, I thought that it was just going to be the opposite of what I think. You know when you remember stuff like that? Like, okay, this is the way that I think it is. So, but I remember thinking that it was the opposite of what I thought. And then you never know whether it's actually that or not. But alright. There's our big cool pagoda. Hit this. Open this. And grab it. The Senpo Esoteric Text. That's just about one of the best things you can get in this game as far as an item that you find for doing a, you know, optional thing. A whole new skill tree? That's nuts! But I don't think I'm going to use this skill tree this time. I like the skills that are in it. You know, getting more money and items dropped. I think that's a really cool ability. But you know what? This time I'm just not going to use it. Because I just don't need it. I wonder if I could get the sugars last longer ability in its place, you know? Like, this one, instead of going boom, 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 what if we went boom, boom, boom to get the better sugars ability? That would be cool. Okay, so now that we've done this... and we got to the depths. I haven't gotten to the hidden village yet, though, huh? That's past this. Usually I go up to the hidden village before I fight Genichiro. Or the hidden forest. And what else would I do then? Get the other side... up to, like, the gun fort. So actually, if we're talking about the gun fort, that's over here, which I haven't looked at yet. Now, just to make sure, I bought your stuff, right? Yeah. Alright, so here we go. Let's clear out this old grave area. I didn't do it earlier. I just went and talked to the merchant and then left. I'm not being super careful as to where dudes are, but, you know, something tells me this is all just gonna be fine. Oh, there's the pot banger. No, I've probably got the cannon guy after me. we go, you fucking idiot. Alright, cool area. Oh shit, that's where that battlefield is? Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't recognize that about it. Cool. Okay, so now, here's this spot that really makes you want to come over here. Gotchin's sugars are pretty good. Alright, so we cleared them out. Now then, let's go back this way. Fuck. Let's see, and we're going back this way so that we can come down here to the Serpent Shrine. But you know, I didn't go down here before. There's not a guy here? Okay. Can you get up here from the water? I'm sure you can. It would be inconvenient if you couldn't. Cool. What? There's a guy here? That was surprising. I like when it looks like you get extra jump height by grabbing a ledge. Like Superman. Wolf just like floats up. Hand outstretched. Okay. So yeah, let's try to remember the state of things here. This area seems important. Like, to the story in general, right? Like, we know it's important because it's one of the serpent shrines. But also, just the way that it changes as the game progresses is really interesting, too. Like, right now, it's just this, huh? All right. Well, now, I think we can get a gourd seed down here. If this is exactly where I think it is. Oh yeah, we can get a prayer bead and a gourd seed. Yeah, so back here we can get a prayer bead, and then once we can swim, we'll be able to get, fight a headless, and get one of the big sugars. But for now, just a prayer bead will be good. I was half expecting those misty samurai to come attack me. And there we are, the prayer bead. And then what's the significance over here? Right, this is where you can see from that spot. So that cave right over there is where the other headless is. Yep, yep, yep. What is this? Oh, just the way out. Okay. Get some water in me. There's also another thing I'm gonna do real quick, because I'm worried about getting sick. Alright, alright. And let us continue here. So, right, these I don't really get the point of. These branches down here. Maybe they make the area seem more believable that there's a bunch of these, and not just the ones that are necessary, or something like that. But here's where we originally dropped down to, and this is where I believe we're going to be able to find a gourd seed. Maybe another prayer bead also, but I think it's just a gourd seed. I always got to take this place just a little slowly, though. Because I always feel like I'm missing something. But no, we just go right here. And then I think down there is progress. you know, where you're like quote unquote supposed to go. And up here are where the treasures I speak of are. There's our gourd seed. Yeah, so I think that's it. There's the gourd seed. There is a prayer bead a little bit later if I wanted to go fight the snake eyes. Which I could. But yeah, so here's where we went to there, and then this was what I was calling quote-unquote progress. Man, I gotta get that PS1 cable because I could probably just get a PS1 from my local game store. Oops. Oh! You got me, sirs. Wow. Okay. All right. I don't know if talking to this guy does anything for you. But okay, there we go. And yeah, we might as well just get this prayer bead by jumping down here. I mean, it's right here, and it's the fourth one, so let's just go. Not even gonna rest for more healing gourd. Oh, right away, huh? Oh, thought I blocked that. Oh, I got doinked. Oh, I hate that hurts me. I gotta stop blocking that. Oh, fuck! Man. Alright, so I have an excuse if you're ready for that one. I've got this cat sitting on my computer tower and just looking at me right now. So I'm like, constantly... I'm slightly distracted as I am just like braced for this cat to jump on me at any moment. At any moment, my controls could be interrupted. Oh, she shot way faster than I was expecting there. What the fuck? Oops. God damn it. Yeah. Alright, she got me once. Oof. Oh. God damn. Let's just avoid all that and get out of here. Okay. And yeah, let's go back to the dilapidated temple. I have no reason to be out here anymore. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alright, so we got our 7th healing gourd use. We still haven't seen Dragon Rod on anybody else. Then we can turn in our prayer beads. And then travel to the depths to fight another Snake Eyes. Let me try something this time, though. I'm going to do this a little bit differently than I did the other times. If I use one of these, does that allow me to get rid of this guy that's over here without getting seen by Snake Eyes? And then does that allow me to come over here and get rid of this guy? Oh. And then that allows me to do this? And then that allows me to do this? Oh my god! These sugars, man. I'm gonna be glad when I have that ability that makes them last longer. Woo! Yeah! Beautiful. 3 skill points already. Alright, so then there's a bunch more that we can do right here, right? Like we can get onto that hand. Yeah. Grab this. Just loot this place out now that everything's dead. We have contact medicine. Nice. Okay. I'm always in such a state of bother as far as, like, how much time I have to do the stuff I want to do on stream. Because, like, there's so many new games. There's not new games, but there's so many games I've never played before that I would love to do blind playthroughs of. You know, I love stuff like how I want to play all these new RPGs, you know, finish Final Fantasy IX so I can play Dragon Quest and Shin Megami Tensei. I want to play Alundra soon, all this kind of stuff, right? But then also I've got this constant need or desire to just say, like, let's play Demon Souls again, you know? The nice thing is that it should, when I decide that, it should only take a couple days. Like this game, for example, it's going to take more than a couple days because I've only been streaming for a few hours at a time. But, you know, now that I'm, like, really well versed in this game, it only takes, you know, 12 hours, say, to beat it, which is really fast, I think. There's another prayer bead. And if we don't go that way, I think we get monkey booze here, right? Yep. Okay. So, once we do this, I think we're all done with like prep work before fighting Genichiro. I don't know why I half-ass these places, like, let's get up to the gun fort but not into it, and then let's get up to the hidden village but not into it, you know, before I fight Genichiro, instead of just doing everything or doing nothing. I don't know. Just my style, I guess. It's because it's basically how I did it the first time. The first time I got down to here and I was like, whoa, this seems farther than the other places, so I'm gonna go back, you know? And I explored little by little in each branch. Okay, so I was doing the medicine thing. But what if we went straight for that? I don't want to. Okay, let's go travel. I want the dilapidated temple again just to make sure that I can't, like, do any eavesdropping. But I think that it doesn't matter until we kill Genichiro. Because that's when we can find Kuro, and that's when we can eavesdrop on him. But yeah, again, like, I found out that you can eavesdrop right here. And I just never ascribed any importance to it in my head. I was just like, oh, that's a cool detail. Turns out, it's very important. Alright, so let's go then back into the chamber. And here we are. So we came in here far enough before to go down and get Sabimaru, as well as the entrance to the old grave. Now we've got a bit more to do in here. What? Sir. Alright, into the secret room. I love that there's secret rooms in this game. I wish there were more. But it's fine with how many there are. Heavy coin purse behind the folding screen and everything. Okay. And that's just it. Oh, I thought I hit the button in time. Why are there so many dudes? This is too many dudes. Open the doors and let's go. Uh-oh. Now they're in my way. Fuck. Okay, yeah. Somebody try that shit on me now that I'm this far away. Try it again. Somebody. Ah. I thought I'd be able to get a hit on him without it, like, murdering me. Damn, this is bad. I'm in a real bad spot here. Oof. That one back here. Let's go around. Because this one's... One of them is so close to death. There, we got him. You have to go away. You're bothering me. You're freaking me out. Okay. Once you get him down to one-on-one, no problem. But that took a lot of my resources there at the end. But that's no worries, because there is an idol right up here. Make sure to talk to these. Those are probably important. Excuse me. Nice. It looks like we're going to be able to make the 5th prayer bead prayer necklace before fighting Genichiro. Oh. Alright, just take care of this one. Just mash. This one will be dead soon enough. I forgot these guys were down here. I thought it was just a free walk over to where Ishin goes. Where he goes. There we go. Nightjar, they have a little bit of trouble dealing with just mashing attacks, you know? They still get ya. But combine it with Akko's sugar and they'll probably die before you get them. Or before they can get you. Oh, so this... Oh no, we can go right up there from here. Cool. And the black text isn't here yet. I forgot when that seemed to appear last time. Probably after you get the Mortal Blade. Alright, so now we rest. Use another one of these and let's go. Let's go, sir. Fuck. I like hitting him twice because it resets him faster. Oh! He faked me out on that one. I'd love to punish that if I could respond to it faster. But I'm just already retreating. Because otherwise he hits you too fast, I feel like. That time I responded. Ah, that time I was already holding back. So even though I got the right button press, I got the jump, I jumped back instead of straight up. That was another one of those discipline things I was talking about. How, like, FromSoft games are so good at, like, teaching you discipline of certain things. Like, you know, they've taught me not to mash my attacks, you know. Do a 1, 2, 3, 4, you know. Attack that way. Don't don't just mash, you know. Otherwise you're gonna lock yourself into an action that you don't want to do. And then what this game has really taught me about is the discipline of character movement, where if I don't have to be moving, I shouldn't be, because when someone does a sweeping attack, I want to jump straight up so that I can punish them beneath me, you know. But if you jump over off to the side, you might, you're first of all not able to counterattack as well, but you might even send yourself careening off of an edge. I didn't turn in the prayer beads.
Isshin様は命を保っておられるのが不思議なほどです。
そうか。
Hey, Genichiro, remember when I kicked your ass at the beginning of this game?
ミコよ、もう一度言う。不死のちぎりを俺と結べ。
できませぬ、源一郎殿。たとえひとたび敗れるとも、命を落とし、主を必ず
I
取
wish
り戻す。
that line was also changed.
それが我が忍びなれば。
Right on cue.
お迎えに参上いたしました。今しばらくお待ちくだされ。
なるほどな。貴様を殺しきらぬ限り、流因を我が手にはできぬようだ。
Yeah, bring it on, idiot.
参る。
忍びよ、再び間に合おう。
Whew. Oh, jumping into a stab. Ooh, I hit twice. A little bit greedy there. Oh, see right there, like, why wasn't I blocking? Did I release it? I might have. Oh, I was distracted by the decorations on the roof there, and I couldn't see, like, which one he was doing there. I was just mashing L1 right there. That was not very much skill, all those parries. I don't often just sit there and actually mash, but right there, I'll admit I totally was.
見事だ、巫女の忍びよ。惜しいな。主を変えるつもりはないか。
ざれ言を。
ざれ言だと。俺はこのアシナを守るためならば、どのような異端の力であれ、従えてみせる。巴の雷、見せてやろう。
Have you ever seen such an ass kicking in this game? Holy shit. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. We gotta see that again.
Have you ever seen such an ass kicking in this game? Holy shit.
Oh, see, that time I wanted the replay to be even longer to get that whole fight. All right.
あなたが勝ったのですね。
お主。
争うつもりはありません。巫女の忍びよ。源一郎殿、もしや落ち水を。
アシナはこの国は俺のすべてだ。そのためなら俺は人間をやめよう。
死人帰りか。
さら
All right. I tried to quickly take that opportunity to clean my glasses, but then the cutscene ended a little bit sooner than I expected. Ah, much better. Okay. Okay. So let's actually turn in these prayer beads now. And we can turn in this memory too. Blam. Hello.
ようやく礼を。
お主。
足、わた、
な。
必修、
足。
はい。
移動。
そだだ、アナクロ。アナクロ。
All right, what up, Kuro?
お迎えに参参り足の。
狼我が血はその他
はい。
私時をもだがな死なぬ不死のちぎ人の私は狼よ。
父を鉄のできみそ
二度あるい
み
英語を
Okay, so yeah, here's where he like introduces this concept of,
不死狼
hey, we're gonna sever immortality. We're not gonna just leave like we were trying to do at the beginning of the game. At the beginning of the game, we were trying to leave Ashina, right? Ashina.
この
かつわたみこのなみおそ
But now we're like, yo, let's sever the immortality.
あの 一心様はこの天守ただ少し
はい
屋根しの
よ
あこちら一心様にこの平頼んだ
Okay, so now we go talk to Ishin. And yeah, so this is what I saw before in my game. Where I was like, oh, I didn't realize you could do this, but check it out. You can eavesdrop from here.
どこで道を分かってしまったのだろう源一郎殿
And that was the thing that I heard. And I was like, oh, cool. But that was it, you know? I didn't think it was any more important than that. But the hint that I got about how to access the final ending is that those types of eavesdrops are much more, are very important. So similar to before when I was saying, hey, you got to actually talk to all the NPCs. You got to give the ladies the rice and talk to them and stuff. And that got us the other ending. Hopefully, actually paying attention to this dialogue will get me this ending.
みこそうかさほおじよれはしなのねそうし
Okay, so now he tells us about the Mortal Blade. Cool.
ふしたただなま
And to go to Senpo Temple.
ゆくか
Nice. And now before, I would just go get it, you know? I would just go to Senpo Temple and get it without even talking to Kuro again. But this time I'm gonna. But we're gonna look for any spots where we can eavesdrop also. All right. But this is promising. I'm happy. I'm a happy boy right now.
Ishin さん
で原因
そう源一
それ
落ちあなお父さんあれ調べた書も薬私の
I
兄
should
弟子たち
be paying a little bit more attention to this stuff. Because I was going to say, I wonder if Dogen or Dojun will
共に不死
そう
今までの
will be more important on this ending, whatever it is. Because that Dogen is like the character who we've heard about the most without seeing. Dogen, Tomoe, that's it, right? Those are like two huge characters that we've never met or seen. Being that Tomoe is supposed to be a swordsman,
では
like a master swordsman, right? I would not be surprised if that ends up being like a boss or something. I don't know though. It really seems like the last boss is always Ishin,
戦
なる
牛
私のどうやら見つ
but
けた
we just have different things that we can
みこさん
get
竜で王家こ
or give to Kuro.
ありがた
わかっ目をタケル様の
Oh,
命
hey.
をまた
We can give this to him also. Nice.
生きるのだ
I'd been giving it to the other divine child at the bottom of Senpo because right when we heard about the Mortal Blade from Ishin, I was just going straight back to Senpo,
もう
which would lead me to the other divine child who we could give this droplet to. That makes sense.
それは大事に
牛花
まず
But anyway,
どなあはいことま
みこ
みこだあるあ
みなぎとた
わそうしどし
so there's all that. Oh, right. I always forget that the key is there, too. Let's open this up. You know, get a draft going through here. And then...
戦況に至るため見つけ
Man, I wish my throat wasn't tickling. It's really making me worried. But okay, now let's see what kind of eavesdropping we can do. Oh, okay. So we can still eavesdrop on him, but it's just that. Now let's have a rest since that, like, advances time. Goofy Chocobo. This is on sale right now? Nice. This is my 6th playthrough, but I think I'm really thinking I'm going to get the final ending on this playthrough. And we're good, and then I will probably come back and play this game again at some point, but I'll cool it for a while, you know? Because I've been playing this game a lot. And I'm going to cool it after this playthrough. I've been well. I actually have the next 2 weeks off of work. So besides all of the holiday stuff that's going to be happening, I'm going to have plenty of time to be doing some streaming. And also, I've been writing music for the first time ever. I wrote a song, and I want to try to record like a demo of it. I recorded a few takes of the drums that I'm going to be able to mix together into like one good take, you know? And then I got to get started on the other instruments. But I am excited to do that also. Alright, so now that we have the go-ahead, let's do Mibu Village first. Since I like to have the swimming ability. Nice. I'll send it around. Once I get it like into a spot where it's like, hey, here's a song you can listen to. I will definitely send it around. It's gonna be metal. You know, like, I've heard people talk about blackened death metal, which I think is probably what I would call what I'm writing, because I listen to a lot of black metal and a lot of death metal, and I'm very inspired by both of them, you know? And so what I'm writing, I'm sure, is just kind of a mix of them. Alright. Like, okay, so the song that I wrote right now, basically, the first half of it is very death-inspired, and the second, like the band Death, and the second half of it is very Agalloch-inspired. But we'll see. Alright, I love this part. Man, I just love every part of this game. Yngwie Malmsteen, does his music have vocals in it, ever? For some reason I was thinking he was just a total instrumentalist. But I think most people probably get closest to death metal with, like, thrash metal, I think, is probably where most people get closest to it. Like, oh, okay, gotcha. Like, Slayer or Megadeth. If you take those, more so Slayer, but even, like, Megadeth. If you take those and you make it a little heavier, and then make the vocals, like, guttural, then you've got death metal, essentially. You know what I mean? Tool? You know, I've never really listened to Tool. But from what I've heard of Tool, they seem like progressive metal. From what I've heard. But they have very clean vocals, right? Listen to the Tool lyrics, listen. I don't know what any Tool songs are. That was just me. That was my impression of what I've heard of Tool. Yeah, you know. From what I've heard of them, their bass is really good, and their drums are really awesome too, which I believe is Danny Carey, I want to say is their drummer's name. Woo! But all their shit is on Spotify now, so I need to finally listen to it. Like there was like a few years ago, I decided, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna listen to Tool. Because, you know, a lot of people really like them. They're probably good. But I couldn't find their stuff anywhere. You, like, could only get their albums physically. And, you know, I wasn't in a position to go to a store at that point, you know. I was expecting just to check them out on Spotify or something. But in the absence of... So in the absence of that, I was just like, I don't know. Back to Dream Theater it is. But now their shit's on Spotify, so I'll have to check it out. But yeah, I feel like they were most popular when I was in, like, high school, for sure. Yeah, Spotify is great. That's where I do almost all of my music listening. But yeah, death metal is it's basically like there were all those bands like Slayer, you know, where they were like fast and had really cool guitar riffs and stuff, you know. And they stopped, you know, some bands kind of stopped singing, and they just started being like, you know, what are some Slayer lyrics? Man, I'm so bad at remembering any lyrics, but they just kind of... Opeth is totally death metal. They just do... They have some clean vocals, but totally. They're absolutely a death metal band. Opeth is awesome. I like them a lot. I always think, by the way, that this tree right here is a person. This tree stump right here, like, as you're coming in here, that looks like a dude standing there. Anyway. Yeah, I like Opeth a lot. Their last couple albums have not had guttural vocals in them, though, you know? They've kind of moved away from it recently, which is cool. Like, they made a bunch of records that are that style, and they're awesome, and now they're doing a new thing, you know? It's great. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. I thought I messed that up. But yeah, Slayer, basically what happened was bands like Slayer started coming out where their vocals were like, you know, frozen death, immense decay, how long can you survive in this frozen water burial? I don't know any actual lyrics, right? But they just started yelling instead of singing, right? And then other bands like Possessed and Venom came out, and they were like, all right, so take that a bit further and just start going, you know, start saying everything like that, blah. Just like super intense, and then boom, thus death metal was born. At least that's my relatively inaccurate history lesson for you. Like, Venom and Possessed were like the two big bands to start doing that. And then the band Death happened, and Death was the band that was like, that's really cool, we're gonna do that, except we're gonna be like the best band ever doing that. you know, and thus death metal was popularized. But then black metal, oh dude, so black metal is like much more classical-ish. This is a lot of this is opinion too, but my opinion is that black metal is like generally slowed down. Death metal is usually pretty fast and really riffy, you know, like driving guitar riffs. While black metal is like slowed down. They're still playing a lot of notes, but it'll be like one note sustained for a bit before it changes. And it kind of like, you could replace the guitars with a string section, right? That's really well harmonized and cool and playing a lot of, you know, whole notes. La da da. But just replace that with the guitar going and then have two more guitars also doing that, but in like a harmonized way that sounds really cool, and then like super fucking blazing fast double kick under it, but like the arms are doing something kind of slow, you know? Lots of tremolo in black metal. You know, the arms are doing something like that's like pretty slow, but just fucking blazing fast double kick under it, you know? And then the vocals in black metal are usually higher pitched. Yeah! Like that kind of stuff. Dude, I love it. But lately I've been, as far as low versus high, though, I really like when bands do both and change it up. Like Black Dahlia Murder, and I've been listening to Cattle Decapitation a lot, and they are really, really great at doing the low, guttural, powerful stuff and the high, screechy, sinister stuff, you know, and it's just, I love it. But yeah, anyway, I'm a big metal nerd, which is why I'm happy that I'm finally trying to write my own stuff, because I don't have very many creative outlets. I don't think that I'm a very creative person in general. My creative outlet is me doing like Twitch streaming, really, and trying to do like silly stuff with the stream sometimes, but you know, I don't have a lot that I do. But maybe music writing will turn out to actually be something I enjoy. Yeah, so my brother is the one who originally got me into metal. When we were younger, he was listening to bands. So when we were younger, he was listening to like Slipknot and Mudvayne and old Avenged Sevenfold back when they were really metal. So that's what got me into it. But then I started like talking to people and looking into things and getting into like really gnarly stuff. So nowadays, my brother still likes that stuff. You know, he still likes metal. He also really, really likes all kinds of stuff, though. He really likes rap, and like, gosh, I can't think of another thing. He really likes hip-hop, though, and listens to that stuff a lot. Well, I'm not so into that. I'm just like, give me heavier and heavier shit. But I do also really, really like 80s synth pop. That's like my other jam. I'm not as I don't have as much knowledge about 80s synth poppy stuff. But man, do I love it. When like some Gary Newman comes on, or some, or like Old Ministry, excuse me, or like Kraftwerk, you know? Oh man, love that stuff. Or that, who's that, Dead or Alive? I was just listening to their album. What's the album that has You Spin Me on it? By Dead or Alive. Anyway, I don't know. I was listening to that recently. Absolutely love it. But yeah, my brother and I get along quite well as far as like music tastes go. He just... So, like, he likes hip-hop a lot more than I do. I never really listened to it. I very, very rarely would go to put on music and actually put on hip-hop. But I do like the same kind of stuff that he's into as far as that stuff goes. Like I think that there is some really god-awful rap and hip-hop out there that I've heard that I can't stand. But none of that is the stuff that he likes. He's really into, first of all, like, old school stuff like Wu-Tang Clan, where, and like, every time I hear Wu-Tang Clan, I'm like, man, this is pretty cool. But then, and so that kind of, like, style, you know, he's into, and I like that stuff. Alright, so we defeated the Mist Noble, and also Jozuo. So I think we just move into that. I've only heard one Jethro Tull song, Aqualung, and that song is awesome. I should look more into those guys. 'Cause yeah, that song is sweet. And then Zeppelin's been hit or miss for me. I should give them more of a shot. I've heard a couple songs that I really like by them, and I've heard a couple songs that are like, I don't know. So I should definitely look more into them. But yeah, I really like some classic rock kind of stuff too. Like, you know, whenever I love the Beatles, for example. Love the Beatles. And then, like, Pink Floyd, absolutely amazing. Honestly, maybe Pink Floyd might be, like, the best band ever. Like, if we really want to, like, talk about, trying to get outside of your own opinions as much as is humanly possible and say, like, who's actually the best band ever? You know, I'd say, like, we're probably talking, like, Pink Floyd. But, yeah, so the other reason that I should listen to Led Zeppelin more is because when metal first started to become a thing, when things stopped becoming hard rock and they started being heavy enough to be a new genre that was metal, you know, pretty much all of the people who were involved in the music scene, the very earliest metal acts, you know, they pretty much all go, oh, dude, John Bonham from Led Zeppelin, that guy is the inspiration. John Bonham's drumming style, from a few accounts, sort of inspired the metal genre. Alright, so we have 2,000 sen, huh? I think we can get a really good item here, right? Yeah, the mottled purple gourd. We definitely want that. Now... okay, so... I have way less attack power than I did last time. Last time I was here, we were almost one-shotting these guys. How was that happening? Because I don't like to spend the time to death blow every one of these guys. I want to be able to just slash them and go. So how did I have more attack power last time? Like, look at that. We want to be able to just boop, and then, uh-oh. This part reminds me of Resident Evil 4. And also Bloodborne. I'm very curious, because I really think that last time I was doing more damage when I was here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the same thing that I did last time, which is to absolutely just run through this area, ignoring all of the enemies. And then we're going to fight the boss at the end of the area, which upon defeating him will increase our attack power. And try not to die again on the way. Oh yeah? What's the boss? I had a very hard time with Dark Souls 3 in general. I thought that was a particularly hard game. I would like to try it again though. Dark Souls 3 is the only modern FromSoft game that I have not beaten multiple times. I played through Dark Souls 3 one time right when it came out and was like, okay, you know, and then I played Bloodborne again or something and never went back to it. Okay, we want this medicine ability, I think. Here's this guy. Eorian and his brother. I don't remember that. I wonder if it's DLC, because, yeah, I only played it when it first came out, so, like, there's a lot of stuff in the game I've not even seen. Oh, yes, I do know what you're talking about. Yeah, he's got, like, the guy on his back. Okay, this boss is kind of weird. Why was I was actually not holding L1 for most of that. That's interesting. Whoops. Man, oh shit, I should really have that skill that makes you take less posture damage from swords. But I took the better healing instead. Okay. Half done. I mean, that was definitely a memorable boss, just in like things that it did and the way it looked, and like you said, it's weird. It's memorable, I think. But yeah, I remember a few bosses from that game pretty clearly because they were really tough. Like, wow! I actually had a lot of trouble with the very first boss. That's, like, in the tutorial area. And then there was, like, the next very early boss, like that, that thing that's, like, it's in armor and it's on all fours, and it's in the, it's got, like, a ice mace kind of thing. Yeah, like, I had a bunch of trouble with that boss. I think at some point I just kind of got my shit together, though. And had a much easier time with the rest of the game. Except, I remember one boss being really hard also, but I think it might be after where you're at. So I hesitate to say the name. Yeah! We got her. I think what I did is what I usually do in Dark Souls 1, or at least what I did the first time in Dark Souls 1, which is to make an intelligence-based build, but to have an enchanted weapon, so that my weapon scales magic damage with my intelligence. So I'm still melee most of the time, but I'm doing magic damage. And it's scaling off my intelligence. And then I have that, available. So this guy, he gives you a unique one of those abilities, so that's really interesting. Jinza's Jizo statue. Instead of the bundled Jizo statue, we get specifically his Jizo statue. So that's neat. And we don't get jumped by Mist Guy here. Wait, didn't I have the puppeteer ability last time? Anyway, this is one of my favorite bosses in this game. Posture. Oops, got greedy. Oh! Misread. Big misread. Alright, here we go. So this boss is where this game's posture recovery mechanic comes into play big time. So if you don't know how the posture recovery works in this game, first of all, you know, you don't really defeat enemies by reducing their health to 0 in this game. You max out their posture bar, and then you get an instant death blow on them. The thing is that posture recovers, though. However, posture recovers more slowly the less health you have. So even though the boss keeps re-recovering its posture right now, I am whittling its health down a little bit to where eventually we'll hit like the breaking points of where I can actually keep up with like its health will be low enough for me to keep up with the posture recovery and then eventually overtake it. But I still have to be up on my parrying. Oh. Still getting greedy. Wrong button. But yeah, that's why like the enemy's posture bar has like the yellow tint to it on the background now. And so does mine. Whoops! Oh, I teched through it. Oh, the greed. Wow, I'm kind of getting worked. I'm just being a little impatient is all. Hang on, I need posture. There we go. Why did I hit twice? I've been getting hit by that every time. Alright, so their bar is going orange now. So now is when my posture, I think my posture damage on them should start sticking. Because they're not recovering their posture fast enough anymore. Yeah, look at all that. Oh my god, though, I keep doing that. I keep hitting twice when I only have time to hit once. Right there, I hit 3 times when I only had time to hit twice. Every time I'm doing it. Oh! That pellet saved me. And that... I don't even know what was happening right there. Wow! Look at how much posture the boss just recovered. Oh, no. All because I keep attacking too many times. Because sometimes the character is able to get out of the attack animation really quickly into a block. And you kind of get a free block when that happens. And I'm relying on that too much. There we go. See, now I'm just being a little bit more modest. Only hit twice right there. And then I'll probably posture break him right here. Yep. Oh! Woo! Such a good boss. And I had to use all my healing. And now we can swim underwater. Ooh, look at those skill points. Speaking of, let's take the skill that makes us take less posture damage from swords. There it is. It's this... Wait, it is this one, right? Yeah. And then next, I guess I want this skill. And then I think that's all the skills I want. Yeah. So now what I'm hoping is that that boost in attack power is going to let me one-shot the enemies down here. So now our attack power is boosted. No, I know why I wasn't one-shotting guys anymore. Or why I have less attack power than I did last time. It's because last time I went and fought the folding screen monkeys as soon as I could. We gotta go fight them. So it's boss rush time, because now we're gonna go fight another boss. This boss is weird, though. Oh, I just hit the mic. Sorry. But yeah, Dark Souls 3, I have actually been meaning to do another playthrough of, because I've beaten Demon Souls like 5 times, I've beaten Dark Souls like 5 times, I've beaten Bloodborne like 5 times, and this is my 6th playthrough of this game. But Dark Souls 2, I've only played through twice. But I enjoyed it way more the second time. And Dark Souls 3, I only played through once. Okay, so this boss is very weird. We've got the purple monkey that's able to see really well. The green monkey can hear really well. And then the red monkey just makes a lot of noise, and it alerts the other ones. So, I forgot how I deal with the red monkey exactly. He's gonna jump down there like that. Let's figure this out here. So where does red monkey go? Up there? You know, for some reason, I never really do the New Game Plus. In fact, I wouldn't say that I have ever legitimately played through one of these games on New Game Plus. Oh no, did he just run away? Fuck. Yeah, I just start over again. I think it's that retro mentality that we have, you know? You pop the game in, you play it, you beat it, it was fun, awesome. Can't wait till next time, you know? And like, that's it. That's how you play games. Where did the red monkey go? Oh, I see his footsteps. Oh, there he is. Yeah! And then I'm also running into something. There! There! We ran into the invisible monkey! Got him. So there's the green, purple, and orange monkeys, but then there's secretly the invisible monkey also. Which is why there was the 4th folding screen that was empty. Okay, here's the green monkey. He's the hearing monkey, right? Can you hear this, douchebag? Bwong. Yeah, look at that. He's like, fuck, that's so loud. And we got him. Oh, the purple monkey's already in here? Damn. Alright, hang on. I might be able to approach this differently. Oh, shit. The ghost monkeys are up here. Okay. So the purple monkey is in there, and that's the one that can see really well. The thing about it, though, is that if we had prepared that room properly, it could be dark right now, so he couldn't actually see us. Let's see if we can still fool him just by turning invisible. Yes! Yeah! Oh, shit. We did it. Normally you open this door, and it, like, puts a draft through the room that puts all the candles out. And then when he goes in there, in his normal patrolling, then you can get him. Yeah. Thanks for that, Gigi. I would like to do a cosplay of this character, but I feel like the arms are really complicated. Alright. So yeah, the ninjutsu. That's what was confusing me. I was like, hang on. Last time I was in Mibu Village, I, first of all, had more attack power, and second of all, had the ninjutsu spell. And both of those things you just get from the folding screen monkeys. Alright, here is the... We're still invisible. The divine child of rejuvenating waters. I think she already said the Mortal Blade kills anybody who draws it. But we've got revive juice! Interesting that she calls it the curse of Dragon's Heritage. I don't know if anybody else does. Alright, there we go. Alright. So, she gives us rice, and this all turned out to be very important last time for one of the game's other endings. And then we give her this chapter, which was also very important. And on we go. I wonder if we can eavesdrop on her. Does she talk to herself? We got to do all the eavesdropping we can this game. Ooh. Oops, I actually didn't mean to go here, but that's fine. Do you have anything new to say? Oh shit, I haven't talked to this guy since I got the mechanical barrel? Now we've got all this stuff? Wow. Alright, now this guy over here wants to die. We can also... do we have the... Divine Abduction? No. Okay. Oh, let's equip this. And then this guy's like, whoa! I haven't... So, basically, that guy also can't die. He sees it as something of a curse. Now that we have the Mortal Blade, he's like, hey, kill me. Oh yeah! Somehow we knew about the centipede in him. Oh right! I always forget that he's the guy with the hidden tooth. Okay, then I was talking just now about going back here. Oh, but we don't have the Divine Abduction yet. Okay, so now then it's Mibu Village, and this time we don't run straight through it. We can actually fight everybody. But it'll be easy to fight everybody because, first of all, I think we should have enough attack power now where we just one-shot guys without having to death blow them. Yup, awesome. So we can still death blow if we want, but we're killing these guys in one hit. But if we do get hit and we need to get some health back, the boss at the bottom of Mibu Village gave us a latent skill that has us recover HP every time that we do a death blow, which is on top of the latent skill that we got out of the skill tree that does the same thing. So now we get double the health recovery when we kill dudes with death blows. And this place is full of dudes that are easy to do death blows on. So I'm not doing them to everybody again because they take too long. You know, like, look how fast we're getting through. We're chopping these guys down. No problem. If we had to death blow every one of them, they'd all take 2 more seconds. Like that. But since there's so many dudes, also easy to heal ourselves. Basically, I think for the most part, this is one of the easier parts in the game. It is pretty tough when the guys start coming out of the ground, though, and grabbing you. But we'll see how that goes. What's up, Basket Head? Jeez, this guy's a real basket case. So anyway, he says, let's see, about the village. Everyone went insane. He threw up and snapped out of it. And drank a bunch of sake. Okay, so you drink some sake, it makes you thirsty, and then the water of the village just makes you thirstier and thirstier, he says. And they just drink and drink and drink.
この村の
わからねえ。ただ頭がぼーっとしてるときは
The villagers fear
な
fire.
かなか消えない
消えない。
漁師の犬彦のやつが
You know
松ヤニ
Hiko.
を燃やして家に立てこもってたんだ。あいつの松ヤニは長く燃えるからな。まったくいまいましい。犬彦は村の鼻つまみ者だ。獣の肉など食いやがる。だから神主様もあいつにはお酒をあげないのさ。
その犬彦の家はどこだ？
池の向こう側さ。どん詰まりに犬彦の家がある。
神主とは
神主、川沿い神主、みんなお酒をたくさん。
Okay, this is a lot to take in at once.
そうかい。俺
Alright. So, Inu Hiko now, presumably, is also gonna be not crazy. Because he also hasn't been drinking the water. And he burns pine resin. Oh, right, we can go underwater now. So that's another thing that I have to do. So always burning pine resin. Across the pond, his house is the last on the path. So here we are across the pond. If this is what you call the path, then this is the last house. So is pine resin what you find up here? Pine resin ember. Oh, that's... There you go. Uh-oh. I thought I was going to be able to get that guy as he spawned. Alright. This part's very fun, if we do it right. We're going to wait for all those guys down there to calm down for a second, and while we do that, I'm going to grab some headphones. Alright. And now... use one of these. And let's have some fun. Let's get a little silly here. How did that guy see me? I don't believe it. Yeah! Alright, so Bellboy is now puppeteered. So now they're all gonna just start fighting each other. Ooh! I got caught in the crossfire a little bit. Alright, so we got both the Bellboys. Oh no, there's another one. But now you can see the, at least right there, you can see the increased, ooh, health regen that we're getting from death blows now. Ooh! I forgot where that combo went. Alright, and there we go. So the little hint to go down there, I guess, is given to you by the basket case guy? Interesting. These chickens, I just don't understand. Why are you in this game? Alright, so speaking of the villagers drinking the water and they just get thirstier and thirstier. If you go underwater in the village, well, first of all, there's these damn fish. And there's this damn fish. With the red eyes. But, you get all there's all these corpses down here just dug into the seabed. And I'm not sure if the meaning is supposed to just be that they were so thirsty that they just they just swam down to the bottom to just try to drink and drink and drink, and then they drowned because they were going crazy from how thirsty they were. Or if there's some other meaning to it, I don't know. But that's kind of what I get out of it. Yeah. Yes, it was excellent chatting. Thanks for popping in, Goofy. I hope to see you again soon. Have a wonderful day. And if I don't talk to you beforehand, have a good holiday and a good new year. Alright. Time for more of these guys. Bip, bip, bip. Come over here. Bip. Who else wants some? These guys up here, they're asking for it. Bip! Bip! Oops. Bip! So I've been playing, still been playing Death Stranding, and oh man, what a game. I really like it. It feels like it just keeps getting better. I have not streamed it. It is my PS4 off-cast, play it at my girlfriend's house game. However, when it comes out on PC, I am excited for it to come out on PC and to play through it again on stream. So I will stream through the game when it comes out on PC. And I am excited to do that. Doop. Boop. These guys. I did post a video on Twitter of it today, though. The first time I did that. My truck's battery ran out in the middle of like a red icon, like deep part of the river, and my truck sank in the river, and all my packages went floating down the river. But then I went and got one of those, the sticky guns, like the grappling hook sticky guns. I drove a new truck over to the river where my packages were floating down, but it was too deep for me to go out and get them. But then just took my sticky gun and just drug them all out of the water towards me, and I was just like, man, this game is so great. Just all these fun tools that you have. All these tools and mechanics. What is in this house? Some ashes, but that's it. Okay. Uh-oh. Whoa. What's all this? Okay, so here's where we gotta start worrying about guys popping out of the ground at me. Like these, I think it's, yeah. Like these blossom patches. Dudes pop out of. Now my other question is, do they respawn like other guys do? Like if I go right here, will there be another one? No? Alright, so I'm doing much better at this part than usual. Because I'm paying a lot more attention to where these foot grabber guys are, and actually avoiding them. Like we're gonna get another one here. Ooh, and there. Let's get a little bit of health back here. And then this just whole place is covered. Oh, I forgot that there's a gourd seed right there. Nice. Oh, there were two of them. Uh-oh. Oh, he heard me break the fence. Sorry about the coughs. Yeah. Alright, so hang on, Meow. Do we have... other places to go? Have I missed any secrets yet? Oh, there's this. Neat. Man, so the pellets say something in the description about, like... about them being a good charm. You know, like they have a use, but people also like them as a charm. For a while, I was just like, man, am I supposed to not use these? Because having them in your inventory causes some kind of passive benefit. Oh! Oh, you dick! That stupid ghost ruined my puppeteering of this other guy. Oh, fuck. We really need these guys to die. Okay, come on. One by one. Get him. Wait. Why aren't I sugared up? Fuck. Oh my god. Oh, these things are so annoying. Oh, okay. Oh, and then this guy just forgot where I was during all of that. So we can take him out too. And then, hello. Hello. Get those dudes. How do you like me now? We did it. Okay, and now on that note, where else is there for us to go? So we went underwater in the pond here. And that was this pond? Yes. I do have a complaint about Death Stranding if we wanted to get into spoilers, but it is a little... It's a story and kind of a gameplay mechanic-y kind of thing that I don't like very much. You like complaints? Alright, so this is a slight spoiler to a thing, not a story. I'm not gonna talk story, but just a certain type of event that happens in Death Stranding. Which is that occasionally there are shooty gun parts. Very occasionally. As in, I've played the game for 100 hours probably. Maybe, I've probably played it for 60 to 80 hours at this point, somewhere in there. And this has happened twice. There have been 2 of these so far for me. I'm thorough, though. I'm thorough, so it'll take a long time between things. Anyway, there's, like, parts where you actually have to, like, sneak, like, well, you don't have to sneak. You can do it how you want, but you have to shoot guns at dudes. And I don't think the shooting feels very good in the game. That might partly just be because I don't really play third-person shooters with a controller anymore. But, you know, I don't know. I just don't like how they feel very much. And that's it. Like, the game does... Here's what I mean, though. The game does such a good job of being like a AAA big-budget game that's not about shooting people. And then they have parts where you have to shoot people, and they're not very good. They're fine. I'll probably like it way more on PC. But it's not just the controls. Like, part of what I don't like about it is the third-person kind of thing. Where here's the deal. See how the main character in this game stands in the middle of the screen? The middle? Because it's a video game? Death Stranding is one of those games where your character is off to the side. So when you're, like, sneaking through tight spaces and shit, you have to constantly be, like, fucking flipping the camera between left side and right side to get the character out of the way. And it makes it feel really clunky and like you can't fucking see. Because the character is, like, huge on the screen and off to a side, so he's, like, covering up shit. And it feels bad to look around these areas because of how the character is positioned and how big it is on screen. And this is where we get into some real PC's gonna be better stuff. And it's just, when you're in tight corridors and you're having a little bit of trouble seeing and stuff, everything is always made a lot worse by 30 frames per second. Because when it's 30 FPS, it's harder for your eyes to pick up the information while you're moving the camera, you know? Because you're seeing less data per second, essentially. But that's the thing, though. That's my complaint, is that those parts of the game I don't like as much, and I'm sure it's going to be better on PC. But also, it's such a tiny part of the game anyway. And I'll also say that story-wise, the parts are really cool, so that also kind of makes up for it, you know? Avoiding story spoilers, it's really cool what's going on in the story when these parts are happening. So it's like, okay. Also, I'm playing on hard mode, and I think I'm finding out that these shooty bang bang parts are like the only part where hard mode matters. It seems. Like, maybe hard mode affects everything else too, but in the way that I'm playing the game, it's less noticeable. I don't know. Or, like, I'm better at the normal gameplay than I am at the shooty parts. So the hard mode on the normal parts just kind of feels like, yeah, this feels great. You know? And then you get to the shooty part and now it's like, oh, this is too hard. Because I'm just not as good at it. Why are you here now, dude? Man, I don't know if anyone actually legitimately makes the our eyes can only see this many frames per second argument anymore. Because it's just like, you just gotta look at them side by side, dude. Look at 30 and 60 side by side. You can see the difference night and day. Because your eyes are picking up 60 plus. So you can see it. It's a funny thing. Because what it is it's... I feel like the people who, like, say that eyes can't pick it up, they're just... Like, if anybody is saying that, it's not that they've seen 30 and 60 and next to each other and say that they can't see the difference. It's that they're misremembering the fact that 24 frames per second is like scientifically like the average, or that's like where it gets to be, where our eyes stop perceiving a single, or our eyes stop perceiving a series of pictures and begin to perceive motion. That happens around 20 or 24, you know? And people hear that and they're like, oh, that's all that matters then. I remember trying to make a Flash game as a kid, and I was this is such like little kid trying to learn how to program. The hit detection on a thing hitting a wall wasn't working, and I found out it was because the frame rate was too low, where the wall was this big, and then the object was going here on one frame, frame 2, frame 3, frame 4, frame 5, right? So it just completely passes over the object and never actually touches it. And so I was like, oh, I'll just make it like 200 frames per second, because it was like 20, you know, at this point. And then I was like, wow, 200 frames per second looks really good, not realizing that the monitor was 60, so just like it wouldn't have looked any better than 60 would have. Oh no, let me talk about what was really happening. I just remembered. This is like a serious vivid memory I have. Okay, so I was programming the game and I was making it 200 frames per second, right? And then over in the other room, there on G4 Tech TV, there was a TV program on where Insomniac Games was talking about their brand new game in development for the PlayStation 2 called Ratchet Deadlocked. And they were talking about how it was very important to them to keep the game 60 frames per second. It was really important that they kept it, they said they've always done 60 frames per second, and it's important that they keep this one 60, right? And I remember watching that and thinking, oh, my game's 200 frames per second, me. Not realizing that, oh, wait a second, my game, when you, first of all, sucks. And second of all, when you look at it, it's 60 because that's what the fucking monitor is. Alright, boy, I really have to go to the bathroom all of a sudden. So I'm gonna go do that. I'll be back in a second. Alright, alright. Now, on the note of my 200 frames per second game, I mean, it is worth noting that even though it was only displaying 60 frames per second, that did still mean that the logic was firing 200 times a second. Which, first of all, meant that there was screen tearing. But then also meant that that it worked. The object was no longer passing through the wall without touching it. Did you guys know that, so the same problem was a design problem in Super Mario 64. The idea that, like, your character, something might be moving fast enough to be on one side of a wall on one frame and the other side of the wall on the next frame, thus it passes through the wall without any hit detection. Did you guys know that in Super Mario 64, the game takes Mario's position and it doesn't just calculate his next position and look for hit detection, it actually calculates 4 steps to his next position. And it runs hit detection. So if you're running at 50 pixels per frame, let's say, or 50 units per frame, here's 0, 50 units away is right here, here's 1 frame's worth of distance. The game actually goes 1/4 that, runs hit detection, another 4th runs hit detection, another 4th, and another 4th. So that way, if you wanted to pass through a wall by moving so fast in that game, you actually have to be moving 4 times as fast as you would otherwise need to be. Because it makes the hit detection more precise. Now, I think that might only be for level geometry, and for, like, enemies or something, it only runs it at the last part or something like that, you know? But either way, that's a little factoid about Super Mario 64 that you might not have known. Whoops. I love Mario 64, and there's a lot of really neat stuff about it. Did you know that in Super Mario 64, floor tiles, ceiling tiles, and wall tiles all have different shaped hitboxes that also sort of behave a little bit differently when Mario collides with them? Now, that's easy enough to understand, right? Obviously. A floor keeps you up, you know, and all that. Anyway, the interesting thing is that every platform in that game isn't statically or manually designated floor, wall, or ceiling status. Instead, it derives that status from its rotation. So that's how, like, spinning platforms and such are able to be achieved in that game. Is that these shapes of the hitboxes on those things are actually not only changing because it's rotating, but when it hits the threshold where it becomes a new type of plane, the shape and behavior of its hitbox changes at that moment as well. Alright, we did it. So now we can go underwater. Ooh, look at this. We can also... Gosh, what else can we do? So we could fight some headless if I wanted.
狼御剣の死を苦労様
I thought she said that after we fought Wolf for some
苦
reason.
労 では
Alright, so here's Kuro.
いやかいやか黒
それを私の新たに
それを
流因の巫女の血
黒で
何
Okay, so here's where he says we need to get the mortal blade in order to
お主
draw his blood.
刺してはいこ
たけるこれみ
おつくし
み
はいでは
狼
不死はいせ
お
せ
いつま
はいお
Okay, so what else do we got going on here?
狼
はい
どうじゃった
不死
不死
はい不死さほ
Oh, is that what they just said?
戦況に至るための
Nope.
狼よ
Alright, we got a bit more.
源の
Yo, you can see the grappling hook on the bottom of his wrist?
源
I
の
never
水が
noticed that.
落ち早ことまと源
はい
落ちだに林言葉まとも
Okay, so there's the flower
そ
thing.
なた
いいえ
そうかかすかだが
Okay, so that's something new that he said. I haven't really paid attention to that. Smells faintly of sakura flowers. Oh, is this when he says we need the branch?
みこ
おう
はい何そして
ただどうし
あの
階段
おそらく
エマ殿が昔それが
And it...
戦王か
Okay, so spoilers
そういえ
for
ば
Sekiro.
そこにある石同石
But this is our 6th playthrough. So that's where they start to talk about the branch. Yes, we need the branch of the Ever Blossom, which they're starting to talk about now.
では
And Wolf is saying that the smell is kind of familiar. Well, it's because Owl has it.
おう
そうです
そ
です何者かが
う持ち去られた枝先に
ぎゅ
選挙狼よそういどし
Okay, so... Now we look for any opportunities to eavesdrop on these two. Ooh, Kuro's over here now.
戦況に狼そういどし
Now, if he's over here, I think that means we can eavesdrop on him from over here, right? Yeah, look at this. New stuff, new dialogue.
少しだなすべきことをなすまでだ
Oh?
あと
Do what must be done. Was he talking to Emma? Okay, and now they're moved again. Okay, he's back in here now. Is this one of the times where Emma goes back to the sculptor? I really hope the sculptor having Dragon Rod doesn't mess with me. Oops. No. Where is she? With Ishin, perhaps? Or maybe... She could be with Ishin. I think she's always with Ishin if you go over there, right? She's like in 2 places at once. Maybe the inner sanctum? We gotta find Emma. Okay, so this is great. This is it. This is us getting new dialogue, and that's important. Do what must be done, she said. And then that was kind of striking to Wolf. Oh. Oh. Oh, here she's up here now.
なすべきことをなさねば。巫女様がそうおっしゃっていた。おそらく何か秘められている。
そうですか。
どうした？
タケル様の記録に解釈という言葉がありました。
ああ。
おそらく解釈とは流因の巫女の命とともにその不死を断ち切ること。
なんだと？
このまま不死立ちの道を歩まれるならば不思議りで九郎様を。
巫女様のお命を絶たねばならぬ。
はい、不死立ちこそが九郎様の望み。それは承知しています。ですが狼殿、九郎様を殺さぬ道がないものでしょうか。
流因は常ならぬ力、そのような道もあるやもしれぬ。
ならば狼殿、九郎様を殺さぬ道、それを共に探ってはいただけませぬか。
There it is. Because I was gonna say, they're talking about Kuro dying, and I was like, well, he does die at the end. Like, this isn't actually new. This is just them kind of... This is just some shit that I missed where they're kind of just talking about what's gonna happen. But then they start talking about this.
巫女様は死なせぬ。
ありがとうございます。
手がかりを探らねばな。
はい。うん。そうか。巴殿の狼殿、私に一つ心当たりがあります。調べを進め、分かったことがあればお伝えしましょう。
ああ。
Yo!
このこと。
巫女様には伏せておく。
はい。
Remember when I said that, like, Dogen and Tomoe are 2, like, extremely important characters that we've never really talked to or met? And I bet that this path might have something to do with one of them. There's Tomoe. Oh, he's sleeping. Is that going to let us have a hushed conversation over here? Oh, I tried to just let him be.
神、
Fuck.
起こしてくれてもよかったのじゃぞ。
よもや。
Oh man, I thought we were going to be able to have a quiet conversation there. But I woke him up. Now he can hear us. Quiet, Emma!
調べを進め、分かったことがあればお伝えしましょう。
ああ。
それから、
巫女。
はい。
Okay, so they were saying the same thing. Got it. So maybe we have to do more to progress that then, because she's saying, like, yeah, well, I'll talk to you later about it. Cool. Okay, so now then... Let's go... I want this ability. Okay, so now that we can swim underwater, we should check out the few places where that matters. So first it's going to be the memory here. This is the thing that every time I play through this game, I've been meaning to write down, like, where? Where do I actually need to go underwater? Because I kind of don't like re-scouring the whole world looking for underwater parts. But I do it every time to be a completionist, you know? Because I want to get all these treasure carp scales, you know, and I want to get all the prayer beads and stuff like that. So, like, I certainly don't want to miss this stuff. Ah. But, you know, it just takes a minute to kind of run through and do it all. What up, buddy? Yeah, let's get the mask fragment from him this time. What is this? Floating passage. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so I think we got all the scales from down here. Oh, get out of here. Whoops. Let's go. Alright, so I gotta find other water sources. But we're not strong enough to one-shot these dudes yet. Maybe this guy. Nope. Oh, man. I'm going long periods without talking because of my stupid, throat feeling a little tickly. I don't want to keep coughing. But that's a bad situation to be in. Oh! Whoops. Okay, so we actually specifically don't want to go up here because this is like the end. So let's come back over here and say we already searched this area underwater. Some hot water? Maybe. Yeah, I've got like a little bit of tickliness to my throat, you know? Like the feeling like I'm getting a cough is the feeling, you know? Not like a sore throat, but like a cough. So hopefully that goes away, because I would very much like to stream on my 2 weeks off. I don't want to get sick right away, like I do every other time. It's something I was talking about earlier, where like I swear every time I have a vacation from work, I get sick immediately, and then I'm not able to stream. Warm honey. I'll try it, because I like honey. Why not try it? But yeah, I'm just trying to stay hydrated. Warm honey water. Never heard of it. I can't just drink honey straight out of the bear? Do you guys have that? Bear honey? What's the deal with bears and honeys? That's like a real thing, right? That bears eat honey out of beehives, probably. Oh, well, when I say bear honey, what I mean is like the honey around here. There's like a brand of honey that people always have around here where the container looks like a bear. It's kind of like Aunt Jemima's syrup, you know? Aunt Jemima syrup. That's like, it looks like Aunt Jemima. It's like that. But it's a bear for honey. Did we do everything here already? How is that possible? Alright, I hope I didn't miss anything. I see, I see. Ah, yes. Like that episode of The Simpsons where there's like the life-size Aunt Jemima and Barney, like they're in the grocery store and Barney knocks over one of the Aunt Jemimas and it like falls down and the syrup starts coming out of its head and he's like, "Oh no, it's happening again." It's a dark joke. Let's see. Where is there water? Why, the reservoir, of course. Barney is really funny. I don't know if I could take a whole Barney show, though. He's a little too extreme of a character. Extreme as in, like, you know, I just couldn't handle too much of him. Same with Otto. You know? Like, oh, I see. You do a little bit more with it. Gotcha. But, you know, same with, like, Otto. Otto is great to have, like, 1 or 2 jokes per episode, you know? Or just to see Otto every once in a while. But, like, even just, like, when it's a whole episode about Otto, it's like, oh, man, it's too much of him at once. Alright, there's not like another guy down here, right? Okay. But now we can come down here. What is underwater in the well at the beginning of the game? Nothing, essentially. How are you gonna do me like that? The Australian episode is the only country episode that did well in the featured country. That is interesting. The one where there's the boot. That's like kind of all I remember about that episode is the boot. The big boot. What other like big country episodes are there? There's the one where they go to Brazil, I remember. I don't remember very much about that one. Was a little bit later too, right? The Brazil one. Oh, there's the one like really early on where they go to France. Yes, yes. Like the early France one. The one where like Bart is in slave labor essentially. And why are they there again? I don't remember why they're there. I feel like Bart goes there instead of someone else who deserves it. Bart, like, didn't deserve to go. But then when he went, it turned out to be a scam anyway, right? Like, where he was just working for those dudes. And then, right, there's the Japan one with Mr. Sparkle. That's great. I don't particularly remember England. Oh my god. Like, I don't remember what happens in that episode at all. Okay, other water sources that are important. There's one big one that I haven't gotten to yet, which is right here. Are you talking about the England one? Like all the people? Or are you just saying that the episodes in general were perceived as being offensive? Because I don't know, man. It's a cartoon. When you're a cartoon depicting a country, yeah, you make fun of the stereotypes. It's like, I don't know. It's very normal. Cartoons gotta have jokes in them. And of course, like, part of the episode is gonna be... Right. Yes, that's kind of what I got originally. That's kind of what I was gonna say right away when you mentioned the thing about the Australian episode doing well. Is that it's like, oh, it sounds like people in Australia have a sense of humor. There we go. That's something I've also heard about Groundskeeper Willie, is that apparently Groundskeeper Willie is a very popular character in Scotland because Scottish people hate Scottish people or something. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Well, by Scottish people hate Scottish people, I just mean to say that Scottish people enjoy making fun of Scottish people, right? So, I've just heard that Groundskeeper Willie is very well received there. Okay, so we got that prayer bead. I guess it's time to do that thing that I'm always afraid of. How much money do I have? It doesn't really matter that much. At some point, we gotta buy that mask fragment. Okay, it's time to do one of the parts of this game that terrifies me. At least we have the mottled purple gourd now. Where is it? Okay, just stay calm. Don't freak out. Everything is gonna be just fine. That sounds great, Foxy. Uh-oh. I lost him. There he is. We're at a different elevation. This is going to make everything weird. Fuck. Yeah! Okay, that was a little bit weird. That's good to hear. It sounds great. I personally like British humor a lot, though, so. I think I'm predisposed to enjoy it. That's not really the right way to use the word predisposed, but you know what I mean. Predisposed is like, if you've already had a chance to get used to something, right? It's funny that you say I have the high ground. Speaking of the headless fight there, because when I said predisposed, I tried to think of an example of how to use it properly, and I thought, what if someone had never seen the Star Wars prequels before? They could say that, oh, you know, they didn't think that they were that bad, but they're a bit predisposed to it from all the people complaining and shit, you know, so they didn't, it wasn't as much of a kick in the nuts. I hear that, Foxy. My view on it is, as long as jokes are jokes, it's fine. You know what I mean? You can joke about races and stereotypes. It's racism when you see a person who you don't know and you start making assumptions of them based on their race, right? But if you can separate comedy and reality, then all is well. Even so, though, your point is also very valid, Foxy. If somebody only made fun of one or two races, that would also be suspect and raise an eyebrow or two. Alright, we did it. We got this headless. So now... Gosh, what do we do next? Excuse me. There's boom, boom, boom. Right. Okay, so now what I would like to do... Yeah, for sure, Foxy. For sure. Now, I guess let's keep the train rolling with fighting headlesses. Come fight one of those. He's kissing a duck. Look at him giving a little kiss to this little duck. Alright, so back this way? Oh, get out of here. I just wanted to get this guy. Alright, you. Just try it. Yeah! And then there's this dumbass. Okay, okay. Let's get going here. Oh shoot, I didn't fight the fish. Are the fish gonna come down here and fuck with me? Woo! Yeah, picking sides is something that I really don't like to do. like, as something that's kind of a big deal in my life is that, like, something that gives me a lot of social anxiety is when I feel pressured to pick a side. If someone presents me with, like, a me versus them kind of thing, it makes me very uncomfortable. I did vote in the last election, yes. However, I don't know if I will again. I don't, because I don't like it. Politics is like getting into like me versus them picking sides kind of stuff that makes me uncomfortable. Politics is like the quickest way to make me very, very unhappy with the conversation. But in the last presidential election, I did vote. It's mandatory where you're at. That's very interesting. Around here, people try to spread misinformation to get the other side to miss the voting day. Like, they straight up try to fool people on the other side into thinking that voting day is a different day than it is. You know, I don't know how often it works. It's just something I've heard of a few times. Yeah, I'm not particularly happy with pretty much anything political. Yeah, our voting, it means literally nothing. Yes. Like my vote literally, actually, I'm not even being pessimistic or exaggerating. My vote literally doesn't matter. Because somebody else who represents Minnesota votes for me. Whoa. So is this changed yet? Yes, there's the dead ninjas. So now Tengu is gonna be up here? Nice. Cool. Sekiro! Alright. So I'm running around being an idiot now. No, I just killed another headless. It was awesome. Okay, so now we go Undershrine Valley is the next one. Yep. I guess I'm killing all the headless now. It's that part of the run. I also forgot to boot something up here on my PC. Yup. There we go. Yeah. Yep. Just a bunch of bullshit. Bunch of bullshit that I got no control over. The only VR type thing that I have is Nintendo Labo for the Switch. Which is like kinda cool, but the Switch's resolution is too low for it to actually be cool. My roommate has PlayStation VR. I have yet to actually try it out. But, you know, it's probably pretty cool. Who knows, maybe I'll maybe once this Half-Life thing comes out, I'll have to check it out. Which is exactly what they want. Fuck. But I mean, it makes sense. Hey, how are we gonna get people interested in VR? Let's make a fucking Half-Life game. Look at these idiots. They have... Oh, shit. What if I stand up here? They have no idea what to do about this. These guys have never seen this technique in their entire lives. Maybe they have, and they just know, hey, he's got to come down eventually. This one's on his own, though. Here we go. This is my chance. Got him. Alright, do you two also want to separate yourselves? Oh, they're doing it, kinda. Fuck. Why didn't I just pay attention to that and fix it? Got him. Fuck. Whoops. Yeah. I've certainly had some gross Q-tip stuff. I don't like Q-tips very much. I feel like sometimes Q-tips just jam shit deep into your ear canals instead of actually cleaning. So what I prefer to do, and this might sound kind of gross, but I don't know, I think it works better. It's exactly the same thing, it just works better for me, is I like to take a small plastic instrument and just like scoop out my ears. You know, you can get a good scraping action on the sides, but also I feel like it's not just jamming shit into my ear and instead is scooping out more nicely. But you should do that, Foxy. That's actually something that I've done. One time, I like actually lost hearing in one of my ears where it was like I just couldn't hear out of that ear anymore. And I went to the doctor, and they heated up some water in like a spray bottle, but instead of a spray, it had like a hose nozzle, right? And they put that in my ear, and just kind of sat there and softly squirted warm water down my ear. And they were like holding a little thing because, you know, it's just coming back out, right? Because you're just filling something up that's full, right? You're just sitting there collecting the water while they were just squirting it, and then eventually just boop, just this giant mass of earwax came out all at once, you know? And then it was weird how well I could hear. So for the next, like, so I could hear so much better after that, to the point where it was almost annoying. Like, things sounded different. Everything had like a tinnier sound, like the timbre on everything sounded different because it wasn't being slightly muffled anymore, you know what I mean? So it was kind of bizarre. Alright, here we go. I should really go and do it again. And then get some earplugs for when I go to concerts. Uh-oh. Oh. Did you guys see that ass kicking? Have you guys ever witnessed an ass kicking that decisive and thorough before? How much of that did we capture? How much did we get?
Oh.
Yeah, right. Trying to avoid too political of talk, but yeah, essentially, patients are customers in the United States of America. That's why my teeth are still all fucked up, because I can't really afford to fix them. Like, I could go to the dentist, I could have them 100% fix up my teeth, and I could pay it out of pocket, and it would be fine. But it's much, much cheaper to wait for my dental insurance to renew every year and just, like, use up... Because I'm paying a shitload for dental insurance, so I might as well just use all of it, right? So I just use up all of my dental insurance money every year, and only get that much work done every year. Luckily, I don't have any, like, tooth problems right now. You could say that, Dromans. It's just that, like, no, it's just that dental is different from health. From general health, you know? You've got general health insurance, which is for regular doctor visits, because you go to the doctor for doctor stuff, right? But you go to a dentist for your teeth. So those are two different insurances. And then there's life insurance. You go to a morticianer when you're dead. So, you know, life insurance is a different thing, too. Ah, right, yes. Vision insurance. From the... orthodontist? No, orthodontist is like skin doctor. What the hell is an eye doctor? Ambulance insurance. Optometrist? Yeah, that sounds right. It's got optic in it, you know, that sounds right. Alright, time for the final headless. Orthodontist is teeth straightening. I thought orthodontist was skin. Dermatologist is skin. Right. Yes, yes, yes. You are correct. Then how come in Final Fantasy VII, when you rummage through Tifa's underwear drawer, you get orthopedic underwear? What the hell does that mean? Is it a joke like her boobs are too big and so she needs like a specialized bra to contain them? Because I always read it as, like, they were, like, you know. Right. Corrective. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dude, I could use some shoe inserts. I keep getting this pain through my foot. And my mom tells me that I need more support in my shoes, and she's probably right. Alright, let's go, dude. Uh-oh. Oh, he actually got me with terror that time. Alright, so let's wait for him to respawn, or to do his grab. Oh, he appeared there. He got me with terror again? Fuck! Oh, that sucks! He double terrored me. And that took away a bunch of skill points. Oh, man. I had to get killed by one of them, didn't I? Fuck. Alright, alright. We'll get him this time. Fuck. Fuck. What? Oh no. He's freaking me out again. Oh no. God damn it. Okay, we need to get away from him and heal. Alright, now we got this. Fuck. Oh no! There we go. There we go! Got him! Woo! Okay, alright, that one took me 2 tries. But we got him. Nice. So that's all 4 headless that are in the regular area. So the next thing to do in the game, I guess, is the gun fort, right? There's one more place I can think of where we can go underwater. Okay. So we go travel, castle, abandoned dungeon entrance. Alright, alright. Did we buy this yet? No, 5,000. We're almost there. If only I didn't just lose 1,000 sen to dying. But hey, if we ever need money, I feel like Mibu Village is the best place. What up, dude? I don't know, man. We got the red lump eyes that you want. Oh no. Oh shit. You know what was an area in Dark Souls 2 that I really enjoyed was the gutter. What a cool thing in that game. Like the way that you get down there from the well in the main area. Like there's that well and you're like, I swear I can get down here, but you can't get down there at first. And then like you get like the clever cat's ring or whatever, the ring that lets you have more falling distance. And then you can, like, just barely make it down there after all this wonder of what could be down there, you know? And you get all the way down, and it's the gutter. And that area is really cool. And then you go even further down, and there's the Black Gulch. And that place is really cool. And then at the bottom of the Black Gulch, the bottom of the bottom of the bottom of the world, there's those two living titans that you can fight. What a cool thing. Dark Souls 2, man. There's a couple things it did right. It's a great game. Speaking of, I need to get back to it and finish the DLC at some point. But man, after playing this game a bunch, trying to play Dark Souls 2 would be a joke. Maybe I'll do another Demon Souls run. Dosaku's note. Hey, what up, dude? Alright, so we went underwater there. So now the next thing to do in the game is the not the depths, the Sunken Valley. Which I think I gotta tackle next time because it is 11 p.m. and I'm getting pretty tired. But man, thanks for watching, you guys, and for chatting. Dromans, you've been here like most of the time. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. It makes me feel good that I'm entertaining someone out there, right? Yeah, so I started out late today because, you know, I had things to do in the morning and they ended up going until the evening. But now I will, yes, I need to get plenty of sleep, stay plenty hydrated, you know, make sure I'm not getting sick. Tomorrow, I'm going to be able to stream earlier in the day because tomorrow is when I would say my vacation starts. You could say my vacation started on Saturday because that was the first day I had off work, right? But you have the weekend off either way. Monday, tomorrow, That's the first day that I have off that I would otherwise be working if I wasn't on vacation. So, tomorrow, my vacation starts. And I'll be able to stream earlier. And then I do have plans for the evening, but it's because it's the crazy Christmas holiday week, right? So I'll be busy the next several evenings. But I'll be here in the mornings. I'll be streaming each morning. And then when we get later into the vacation, I'll be able to do more. So anyway, thanks again for watching, everybody. Let's see, let's take a look at who's streaming, you know, who we can go say hi to, and all that kind of stuff. What a game! Sekiro. Oh my gosh. I continue to just not be able to get enough of it. But off we go for the night. Thanks again, everybody. What a wonderful game this is. What a wonderful time that we've had. Let's find out who we're gonna raid here. I am seeing... Oh, Birdman is playing Rock Band, and I'm probably gonna check that out, because I'm gonna go do some... I need to do some editing of my new, of my song that I'm doing. I recorded some takes of the drums, and I need to put them together and try to start to make a demo, you know, so that's exciting. So, I'm gonna host up Birdman, say hi to him for me, and, yeah. Oh, let's get this, oh, there it goes. Have yourselves a good night. Bye-bye.